This is Freepod host Alan Wenzel, and I'd like to welcome you to today's interview with Linsey McDanel, who is with Hope Wins here in Freeport. And we're going to talk a little bit about Hope Wins and what it does and what it's all about. So, Linsey, welcome, first of all. Thank you for taking some time today.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
So tell us a little bit about the organization. What is Hope Wins and what is its purposes?
Okay, so Hope Wins. The wins part stands for what I need to succeed. And Hope Wins got started back in 2023. And we are a nonprofit. We are a family-run organization. Family-run organization means that over 50% of our board and our staff have lived experience. And that lived experience is in navigating complex systems. So could be the school system with an IEP. It could be behavioral health. It could be just regular health, so on and so forth. And
is that how you define lived experience?
Yes.
As someone who has had to work through those complex systems?
Correct.
To meet some kind of need
Absolutely.
that they might have.
100%. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. And so that is what Hope Wins is. And our mission is to educate and equip parents and kids with tools for relationships. Everything that we do relates to that mission. And so we have parent support groups. We have family connection nights. We have family days. We have parent-to-parent partners, which is a mentoring program for parents. And then we have a camp experience for kids.
When did this organization get started, Linsey?
It officially was started in 2023. However, I started the camp experience a couple years before that. I worked out of my home during the summertime, and I was a teacher during the school year. And I had kiddos with special needs, kiddos that were neurotypical, and we would do homework and schoolwork and all the kinds of things in my dining room in the morning. And then we would do all kinds of activities in the afternoon. We went to the pool, we went to the library, and we tried really hard to help those kiddos apply skills for relationships in the community with the people that they came into contact with. And so it grew. And the idea grew, and I knew that I wanted to work more than just with kids, that I wanted to be working with parents, and I wanted those parents to come alongside each other and become a village of support for each other so they can help each other through the twists and turns and curves of life. So
unlike maybe some other programs that are designed to help kids with different kinds of issues, you're really helping the entire family work together and work through some of those kinds of challenges that they may be facing. How many families do you have involved? How many kids do you have in your programs, Linsey?
Yeah, so we, the camp program in the summer has averaged 55 to 65 kids a day. And that is by far our biggest amount of kiddos. And we've had the most amount of staff this year too, which has been really super because we are a camp that is very inclusive. We have lots of kiddos that have special needs. And so we need a lot of staff for that.
And judging from the activity here today, we're interviewing here at your location here at Grace Episcopal Church. Lots of activity going on today in the middle of summer, of course. And
yes.
Can you talk just a little bit more about the range of activities in which your summer camps and kids are involved in?
Sure. We do a social emotional lesson every day. We go over our mission. The kids know the Hope Wins mission. They have movements that go with it. We do our social emotional lesson, and then we go out into the community. So for example, today we went to Crate Park and we played in all the different areas. We had a picnic, and then we packed up all of our stuff and we went to Pierce Athletics, and we spent the afternoon at Pierce Athletics. And so we try really hard to partner with all of the great organizations that we have in Freeport so kids get experiences that they might not otherwise have.
How many days a week do you operate?
All five. All 5 days a week during the summer.
Monday through Friday.
Yes. And then we have some no school days throughout the school year that are for camp as well. And those come out next week. And then also each month there's a family connection night on a Thursday. Each month there's a parent support group on a Tuesday. And each month there's a family day, and that just ranges. And so information, the latest and the greatest information as far as what's going on with Hope Wins is on our website. And our website is hopewinsfreeport.org. And all of our contact information is on there. All of our upcoming events and how to get registered, all of that is on there. And our activities are open to anyone. So parents can fill out a referral form so they can get more information from myself or Janelle, the program director. However, they don't have to sign up for anything in order to come and take advantage of the Hope Wins programming.
So you can self-nominate, in a sense, yourself or your family to be a part of this program by simply filling out some paperwork that probably gives you the information you need for contact information, that kind of a thing.
Yes.
And the number of families and children that you're serving, it continues to grow? Or do you have a limit on what you're going to be able to handle, Linsey?
The limit definitely applies to camp because we have to make sure that we keep kids safe. So luckily our staff grew at the same time as our numbers grew. As far as the amount of families that we work with at all of our other events, we're rolling with it. We're trying to stay flexible. We've had enough room at Grace Episcopal Church to hold our family connection nights and our parent support groups, but it's definitely growing. So I don't know. I don't know what will be in. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm assuming, Linsey, that your programs have all been approved by the state, or you meet state licensing requirements for working with kids, and all of those kinds of things are in place here for you. Yes,
absolutely. We are a DCFS exempt center, but even when you're an exempt center, you still have to follow all the rules, and we have a worker who comes and does site visits and that sort of thing. And then we have to follow all the rules. That site worker checks to make sure that we've done our mandated reporter training and all the different trainings that we're supposed to have.
Talk to me a little bit about your funding. How do you receive support for your programs, Linsey?
Yeah. So in 2024, Hope Wins received a grant that we filled out from the Illinois Children's Mental Health Foundation. And it was a substantial grant compared to anything that we had gotten thus far. And it opened so many doors. It really, the Illinois Children's Mental Health Foundation stood up 7 family-run organizations in the state of Illinois with this grant. And so we got to know those family-run organizations. We got to know the people from the Illinois Children's Healthcare Foundation, and we worked as a team. We met monthly. We learned things it would have taken me years to learn about a nonprofit and that sort of thing. So that grant and those relationships has opened other doors to other grants that I would not have been knowledgeable about. So we are definitely grant funded, and we definitely work really hard to fundraise. We're trying.
You're a 501c3, right? So you can accept charitable contributions.
Yes, we are a 501c3, and we try to fundraise as much as we can. We're always looking for corporate donors. We're always looking for monthly donors, because it definitely, we keep all of our services free except for the camp experience. We don't want to turn away anybody. And so we do our best to work through anything like that, but we definitely have to have funding to pay our staff, because they are the ones on the front lines taking care of these kiddos, and it's super.
I'm speaking with Linsey McDanel, who is with Hope Wins here in Freeport, Illinois. Linsey, can you talk a little bit about some of the challenges that your organization faces, and maybe some of the rewards that go along with your operation? But talk a little bit about some of the things that keep you awake at night.
Sure. So people are imperfect, right? Like we definitely are. We're all navigating this life together, and there's many bumps in the road. And so being able to handle the bumps that come and be in agreement with how things are handled or how things should be done is a challenge in any workplace, but it's definitely can be a challenge when you're working with a mental health organization. And then to add a layer to that, not only are we working in a mental health organization, but we're working with many different families with kiddos who come from all different kinds of places with all different kinds of abilities. And so I think that what keeps me up at night is making sure that we have everything in place to keep everybody as safe as they can, to make them all feel like they belong and that they have a place here. And then also just being able to meet such a substantial need. There's really nowhere else in Freeport that serves kiddos with extreme needs. And so we do have a limit on that because of our staffing and our ratios, but it hurts to have to turn away those families because those families always, they feel so isolated. Sure. Right.
As much as you're doing a great job of meeting a very important need in the community, I'm sure that you can't do it all. And there are probably a lot of folks who would like to take advantage of a program like this and just are unable to.
Yes.
For whatever reason. And so that's always kind of in the back of your mind, too. Gosh, I wish we could do more, but that's just kind of the nature of social service kinds of agencies these days, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I think that getting our name out, getting the word out and helping, spread the word that Hope Wins is here, it is important too. So that's why I really appreciate the opportunity, to talk to you today, because all of that kind of exposure tells people what we do. And even if there's not a spot at camp, there's still someone that's able to be a parent mentor, or we still have an open support group. So there are ways to plug into Hope Wins regardless.
Mm-hmm. What are the rewards that come to you and your group at the end of the day? I'm sure that you see many and plenty. Can you just articulate a couple of those, Linsey?
Yeah, man, we could be here all day. Right. Yes, it truly is an amazing, it's an amazing opportunity. And I feel so blessed to be able to be a part of something that creates a family atmosphere like Hope Wins does. We are truly building a bridge to human relationships and helping humans find their way back to each other. To see a neurotypical kiddo in third grade holding hands with a kiddo that's neurodiverse who might be a flight risk, and that kiddo is holding hands and taking them wherever they need to go and making sure that they're okay, getting them a snack. Those kinds of things are so amazing to see the leaders that we have that you would not know otherwise, but also to see that our neurodiverse kids can rise to any occasion. They really can. If the bar is held high and they are expected to do these things, they do rise to the occasion. And, just seeing kiddos experience things that they've never experienced. We went to main event and we had everybody that was tall enough ended up doing a ropes course that was up in the air that ended in zip lining. And that is an experience that so many of these kiddos would not do. And so it is just the most rewarding thing. And then I think with parents, it's such a rewarding feeling to send families away from a support group or from a family connection night and know that we've helped provide a connection time for their kids and the parents. We've provided them a meal. They don't have to go home and cook. And then they've each gotten a break. Kids go do stuff for an hour. Parents go do stuff for an hour. And then they go home together with stuff to talk about that will help them in their everyday life. The rewards are many.
Yes. Mm-hmm. When you look ahead for this organization, Linsey, in the coming months and years ahead, what's your dream for Hope Wins?
My dream would be that this is way bigger than Hope Wins in Freeport or Hope Wins in Stevenson County. That the framework that Hope Wins follows and believes in, and our mission would spread to other areas, and that this would be something that continues on and on and on because it's so necessary, it's so needed, especially in our area, but in so many areas.
Linsey, we want to thank you for taking time today out of a very busy schedule to talk with us a little bit. Any final words for our listeners, Linsey, as we close off our interview today?
I think that the only thing I would say is if you're listening to this, there's surely someone you know, or maybe you yourself, that could benefit from a village of friends. And that is what Hope Wins is. It is a village of friends. We don't judge. We come alongside each other and we help each other through all of the twists and turns. And we want as many people out there to be part of this team, because it's not just about what you get when you come to Hope Wins. It's about what you give. And truly, it is the best feeling to be able to come and give something as well as receive.
Linsey, thanks so much for your time and for the work that you do and for the team and all that they do for the community. Congratulations on a job well done. And we'll look forward to talking with you in the future. So thanks again, Linsey.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.